Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with some more Hearthstone. Even more Hearthstone. Don't stop, can't stop. This recording session we have to get 2 games with Paladin, basically. 2 games with Paladin and Priest, or 2 games with Paladin and Warrior, and then win 3 games of any class, which is gonna be really easy, I guess. This is about the easiest you could get it for 3 quests, is have an overlap and then win any 3 games. So I could win 2 games with Paladin and 1 game with any other character. But we also have the Tavern Brawl. The newest updated versions of Hearthstone doesn't always show your gold anymore. I don't know why. It's weird. But I think I'm over 5,000. There's gold popping up. No, I'm not. I'm at 4385. Because I bought week 2 of League of Explorers and did that. I was still sick, so I screwed up that release. I really did. It was 2 hours later than it should have been to get those videos out. I should, particularly when I start seeing videos that actually get lots of views, like 20 within a day, which is way more than some of my previously recorded things, it's because I released the second, the second something was released, or as quick as possible. So if I get something at noon, which noon is a weird time, I much would have rather that they release these things at midnight. If I get it at noon, can record it in 10 minutes, can get it uploaded in 5, it'll be 15 minutes later, it'll be out there, it'll be one of the very first videos on YouTube, and people will search it, and I will get way more views doing that. But, like I said, I was sick, so I couldn't get to sleep and overslept it. I literally just overslept it by 2 hours. Whatever, I still got a lot of views, a lot more than I do for regular Hearthstone things. What's today's Tavern Brawl? I should have read that first. Captain Blackheart's treasure. The captain left treasure for everyone, mostly you. Each turn, open a chest of 3 random cards and choose which one to put in your hand. So it's just gonna be discover a card each turn. Fine. I can do that, and I'll play as Paladin. Paladin deck, but not my Paladin deck. It doesn't seem like. So we will take the opportunity to figure out what deck this is, or what cards are in this deck, or whatever it matters.
Uther versus Valera.
Watch your...
Well, that doesn't seem like much of a choice.
Honor.
Wow. Is it just all gonna be pirates? I guess I'll keep one, just in case. Oh man, it is just all 2/3 pirates. Interesting. So I assume that the opponent has just all 2/3 pirates too. But we get to pick here. Let's go and take this card. If we're gonna play anything, I'll just play him. And then end the turn. This is gonna be kind of a slow game because of all the discovering mechanic. They should have had this Tavern Brawl come out like 2 weeks ago, before the League of Explorers came out. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright.
X marks the spot.
I guess I should have played this, shouldn't I?
Weapons
Oh well.
Job's done.
ambush bug. Interesting. So I've done something terrible here in the sense that I finally yesterday started getting somewhat healthy and
Weapons ready.
started recording Hitman Absolution. I got the first episode recorded. I did probably a very poor job about just getting on with it. There was 2 intros in it. There was an intro at the very beginning of the game that when I started the game was the only way to see that intro, so the mouse was over the thing the whole time, and I didn't either see it or it didn't catch it. Let's see, I'm gonna take Holy Wrath here. So there's a mouse cursor over the first intro. There's a
Weapons ready.
Second intro. There was a lot of talking and just explaining why I was doing Hitman Absolution instead of the original Hitman, which I probably should have talked about in the game. And then I went through the first level, and the first level is real easy. I was really enjoying just the level of ease on it and how well I did. And then I went to the second episode, and the second episode let's see, I will take this. Let's see. Deal damage equal to its cost. Ooh. Well, this would only do 2 damage. Why did I pick this card? Now that I think about it. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Here we
Weapons
go.
ready.
We'll do a little bit of
Die, landlubber.
elimination here.
Reporting for duty.
There, that works. So I went to make the second recording, and I did that. And the second level is completely different. It is very open world. It's very
Magic detected.
it's very like no straight path as far as trying to figure out what the solution is. Yeah, I think I'll just take this guy. This guy's just gonna do 2 damage.
That's not a valid target.
Draw a card and deal damage equal to its cost. It's gonna be 2. So I just spent 5 mana for 2 damage.
Die, landlubber. Die, landlubber.
The battle.
That was a very bad choice on my part. And so I did the second level like 4 or 5 times I played through it. And it only took me about 14-15 minutes each time. So I was still only 47 minutes or so into the episode by the time I beat that level. But it turns out something went wrong with the video recording, and all of the videos that I recorded, let's see, what do I want? I'm gonna take this guy, and I'm gonna play this guy. None of the video got recorded, basically. So it was, the entire episode was just my logo. Just no video whatsoever got recorded. So now, for like 6 times plus, I have to go back and replay that level. I have to somewhat worry about the cutscenes. If I can't get the cutscenes to play again when I replay the level, then I'm potentially going to have to just start over and play the first level again, which wouldn't be terrible because I can do that off screen pretty fast. Let's see, Divine Shield, Taunt, Death Rattle, equip an Ashbringer. I'll take it.
Put your faith in the light.
So, when I play this, does that guarantee he gets Whirlwind?
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah,
That's an interesting question. Or does he now have a 50-50 chance of... Let's see. Let's see. This,
Reporting for duty.
this,
marks the spot.
and
Intensification commencing.
Whirlwind. Exactly what I wanted.
Don't test me, child. Don't test me,
So
child.
the real question was there a 50-50 chance here, or could he have gotten taunt again?
Don't test
I'm not
me,
sure.
child.
I just have no idea. And nothing wrong with that Tavern Brawl, except for the release date, really. That's the real problem. They should have released that Tavern Brawl 2 weeks ago, so people could have learned the concept of Discover. And they don't even say the phrase Discover here, which is ridiculous. But one more package, so I get 5 more cards for the collection. And they've changed how all of this works now. So, when we get extra cards, 4 out of the 5 of those we didn't have 2 of. So those immediately go into our dust. We're almost back up to 100 dust. If anything, if I can craft anything these days with 100 dust. I'm not sure I can. But at the rate this new solo adventure came out, it wouldn't surprise me if a new card expansion comes out pretty fast too. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we had 2 of those, but I don't know what the deal is that they got so buggy lately. Or at least it feels like it's gotten buggy to me. So, just a couple of games with the Paladin are needed, and then we will be done. I think Hearthstone Deck Tracker finally got itself working right, because in certain modes now it stops asking when it doesn't see a deck. It just stays with whatever was there before. Particularly the solo adventure, it doesn't even seem to recognize the cards. Maybe in a future update, after I've done all of the League of Explorers adventure, they'll add some compatibility to that. Alright, so I have to play this card, because if I pulled this one out, she would just fire blast it and kill it. I kind of want to hold this card back until I get something that would work with it.
Shot, one kill.
Run away! Best seats ever! Job done.
I'll throw him out there anyways. That'll at least waste his mana. Go ahead and do this.
Reporting for duty.
Even though I wanted to save that, I think that was the right move to make right now. I'm hoping to get Hitman Absolution done pretty fast, but I've been on this sick vacation. I guess would be the right way to describe it. For almost a full week at this point, and
For justice. The battle.
and so I need to get back in the groove. I was gonna do hour-long episodes for Hitman Absolution, but really I'm just gonna do one level per episode regardless of the length. Even if the episodes end up being really short, we'll just maybe leave it at that, or possibly play the level again. We need to summon something.
Well met.
So let's do this.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. For justice.
Fine.
I am ready.
Okay, that is exactly what I wanted, was to trigger that,
The battle.
so it wasn't, so I knew it wasn't vaporized or something worse.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Give a minion +3 attack and a divine shield. I think I'd rather play this right than play this on this. Yeah. Seems like that's the right move anyway. There we go.
The battle. For justice. Job's done.
So now this one will get powered up by +1/+1 when I play this on it.
Popcorn.
What to do, what to do. Ooh, if I do this, that would be interesting. Let's go ahead and do that.
Reporting for duty. To arms, men.
Swords.
The battle.
Limitless power.
The battle. For
Go ahead
justice.
and hit the face, I suppose. Having a hard time deciding whether I wanted to attack this one or not. I think that worked pretty well. Let's see, I think I might have enough here to win. Let's see, yeah, I think I do. Almost certainly I do. If I play this, if I do this, that gives me 7, leaves me down to 5.
The battle.
I have 8 plus another 4 here that could have won.
For justice.
For justice. So yeah, not a lot has been happening, obviously, because I'm just stopped being sick. So got 2 Hitman Absolution recordings done, and that's about it. I am falling behind on Hearthstone episodes somewhat. I'm not gonna play any more Paladin, of course, because the Paladin's already at max level. We'll go with our priest for our final victory that's needed, and then we'll be done with this entire recording session in one episode. And in fact, this episode is going to be even a little short. I did not choose the quests so they would be easier. It's not like I canceled out quests to be easier, but I did cancel out win 5 games with Tavern Brawl, and that probably was a mistake. I probably should have just grinned and bared it and said, you know what, I'll stick with that. That would give me 60 instead of 40 gold, but I just didn't feel like doing that. You've heard me complain about having to win 5 Tavern Brawls. It's a nightmare. You never know if the Tavern Brawl is going to be an easy one or a hard one. It turned out to be an easy one this time, but it's been hard more often than it has been easy. But all the other quests didn't get changed at all. Can't do anything. So I just either got lucky or got unlucky, and technically I got unlucky because now I'm, for this 3-day period, going to have earned less gold than I could have. But I'm alright with that for today. That just gives me more free time today to try to get back on the horse and record Hitman Absolution. I have a secondary motivation now to try to get all the recordings that need to be done. And
how many fingers do you
that
see?
way I can aim to play Borderlands and Skyrim. Now, Fallout 4 has really increased my desire to play Skyrim. Of course, my desire to play Borderlands was already pretty high, and it still hasn't gotten me anywhere because there's just too many games. I still need to do Dishonored first. After Dishonored, I'll be alright. The fact that Deus Ex has been pushed back 6 months really sucks, because then that means I could have not recorded that series. Although I know it's not true. I kind of wish that the reason it got pushed back 6 months is because my series came out and somebody actually saw that. That would be hilarious and cool. It's almost certainly not true though. It would be the weirdest of weird coincidences. Someone actually from Eidos, Montreal saw my series and said, you know what? He's right. We should have finished the fall, and we need to make sure that we do better on Mankind Divided. But I seriously doubt that's the case. That's like when somebody thinks their football team is winning because they went down the stairs, as that commercial says. There's no logic there. Let's see.
Embrace the
I'm gonna go ahead and play this trick. So, yeah, after I get Dishonored done, though, I'm pretty well set. I need to have some more independent titles, otherwise there is a risk that eventually my independent title is going to just be filled with some really awful games that I didn't handpick, which would be a change of things. Oh man, I should have summoned this first. Well, I guess I'll do that anyways. Not very smart. Didn't think things through. There was something else that recently came about. Well, YouTube has said that they will back up to $1 million, which I'm not sure $1 million is enough money for a court case. Like 6 videos that they think are good examples of fair use. One of which being Jim Sterling's videos. So I imagine all of those videos had been DMCA'd at least a few times, and YouTube finally just said, you know what, we are going to actually help these people, these few people, defend this to try and set precedent to try and strengthen the fair use thing, which is a good first step that should have been done 5 years ago. Really, you have to certainly take it
How many
with
fingers do you see?
the realization that YouTube has consistently done what was good for the other side way more. And they really haven't protected anybody small, and they're still not protecting anybody small. So it's not like if somebody DMCA'd me, or that they would protect me, or anybody on YouTube besides those 6 people. But it's a good first step. The better first step would have been if they just announced a policy shift, and maybe they are internally doing a policy shift and just not announcing it, but then that's just baseless speculation. But if they had just shifted who they let stay into the content ID system, they could solve a lot of problems. I can give you a list of the people that are always content IDing music from inside video games, and if you just kick those people out and say that's fair use, and every single one of your claims are spurious, unless, I mean, the only way it's not fair use is kind of hard on things. You have to basically strip out the music out of the rest of the gameplay and add no commentary and such and all that. So I guess in one way there are people out there that don't even bother to do commentary, and that is not fair use, and that's probably one way people should those people should be warned and just said, you know what, you don't count, because you're not adding any commentary, you're not adding any criticism, you're not reviewing it. All you're doing is taking the audio and visual aspects of a game and putting it on YouTube and then adding monetization. And that's not you adding anything at all. But as long as somebody is adding commentary, criticizing, or something, or reviewing it, that totally is the definition of fair use, as far as I understand. And yet, constantly, I will say this is fair use, it's not a violation of the copyright, and almost immediately on half of them, that gets rejected by the same company that makes the claims in the first place, almost certainly automatically when it's immediately, or they'll wait till the very last day and reject it, and almost certainly that's automatic too. Some people will drop it, but not a lot. A lot of people just do it. Now, thankfully, YouTube has kind of helped with that, so now you can just remove the song and damage your own videos, which you shouldn't have to do. But you can do that and avoid them taking all the monetization and all the money from your video, which might be hours long, for 15 seconds of their music that they probably don't even own the rights to in the first place. So, yeah. If they got rid of Content ID completely, I think that would probably be an overshoot, but it would be better than defending 6 videos. But it's not even really that. They just need to kick out the wrong people. People that have shown to violate it. People that are always getting disputed. There are people that in Content ID kind of make sense. If you're putting up music videos and you can get all the music videos, every bit of the music video is the only thing on that video, and there's no commentary review, that should be at least flagged. If you're putting up entire movies on YouTube, that should be at least flagged. But when you're talking in-game music and it's 15 seconds of that song, wait a minute, that's where things need to stop getting flagged. 15 seconds is nothing of a song. That's not driving it, unless the video is 15 seconds long, and then who would want to watch that? So I don't. Yeah, they need to fix the content ID system, not try and defend 6 people. But then again, maybe this is the beginning. Maybe they'll continue expanding it. Maybe in a year or two they'll say we'll give up to $1 million in legal fees to every YouTuber that's partnered verified. I guess that might be cool, but $1 million isn't enough. It would be kind of cool. Anywho, we are done, I guess, and I can't think of the other thing that happened, so I won't talk about it. So now I just have free time. Good, I can now go work on Hitman Absolution. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.